All right, here we're going to take a look at Joseph's January 18th, 2015 running evaluation, athlete evaluation. Here you'll see him running full speed and then half speed or 50% speed, followed by 10% speed with a frame-by-frame breakdown. We're going to stop him relatively quickly and take a look at his upper body here. So stop right here, and you'll notice here how the separation of his arm, you can see the gap or the yellow in the wall between the arms. And the right arm, you don't notice it, and the left you do. So you can see how it's getting disconnected from the body on the back swing. If you look at the red line, you'll see that he is actually out of alignment, and you can actually tell by the way his chest is pointing, which is that blue arrow there, and then you can see the way his knees coming in. You can see his whole body's kind of turned. That red line should be splitting his two eyes, and instead it is kind of to the side there. So we need to straighten him up and get those arms more connected with a hip to pocket movement and up to the eye. And again, you can see here how he's turning his chest or rocking his chest side to side. And you can see the little Batman logo on his chest. You can see it kind of close down towards that wall, and then as he goes to the other direction, you'll see it open up and then close down to the other side. So we have to get him to quiet down his upper body and get that a lot more smooth and just kind of seamless without having everything just going side to side or east to west. So that would definitely be something that we want to look at and work on to help increase his speed. Moving forward a little bit more, we are again going to stop here. And again, looking at that chest, you can see how his knees are facing one way and his chest is opening up the other way. Just wanted to show you another visual of that. And then also with his knee, he brings his knee in and then brings it up in. So in, up, and then out and around. So it's a lot of wasted movement with that knee. It should come straight up, straight out, and then straight back, and then again straight forward. So you can see how his foot's also turning when that's connected to that leg. So another thing we want to work on for explosive speed is getting everything north and south, no wasted movement, no extra steps that are not needed. I'm going to push him forward a little bit more, and we'll stop him right here. And very much like his brother, he turns his feet out. It's not near as bad as Allen's, but again, you can have overuse issues with the hips, the knees, the ankles. You want to straighten all that out from a speed perspective, but also from an injury perspective, because running is a compound movement, and every single time he's striking the ground, you've got force 6 to 8 times the body weight striking on that ball of that foot. So you want to make sure all that's in alignment so that everything is working properly and nothing is getting overused and not gonna have any injuries or anything like that. I wanted to include in this case a couple of videos to show you kind of the movement and the way the body should be moving, how straight the feet are, how the toes point up as they come up, how the knees are straight, how the arms are relaxed and the elbows are driving back, and then again up to the eye. If you look at Usain Bolt here, which is the fastest man on the planet, you'll notice here that everything is in perfect symmetry, striking on the balls of his feet, everything is straight, hands are going up to the eye in a nice relaxed posture, and you'll also see that he's getting his knee all the way up to his waist to get full extension. And so that we want to kind of mimic this for any person looking to be fast or quick. And soccer obviously is a sport that you need to have that explosive speed. Speaking of explosive speed, the vertical and the standing broad jump here are two things that we want to look at. The vertical and the standing broad jump really kind of correlate directly to that 10-yard time, because if you have an athlete that's explosive as far as up and out, you're going to have someone who can push off and accelerate very quickly. So these are two stats that we definitely want to keep an eye on and try to improve as much as we possibly can. Lateral movement, soccer has a lot of this, and this is something that we really want to kind of focus on. 13 reps, I really would like to see this up in the 15. We want to get him to be able to control his hips a little bit better, to get lower in a better athletic position, and that'll help him increase his speed on the field by a lot. We're going to look at his performance stats here. And looking at his upper body strength, we definitely want to increase that. The core strength seemed to be really good there, or the abs. His balance was off, and his leg strength, so we definitely want to work on his balance. His lower back needs to be increased as well. Lateral movement, I'd like to see that be at 15, which would be 10 yards more in 30 seconds. And then again, focusing on those vertical and standing broad jump. Those scores there will help that 10 and 20 yard time come down. We want to see that 10 yard beat in the ones, high ones, or maybe even low twos. And then ultimately that 40 yard time come down into the sixes.